Alright guys, I'm going to keep this extremely short. This video is brought to you by Johnny and Garrett. Y'all know them from the Fantasy News and Brews. They've done a fantastic job of bringing us consistent quality content, as well as improving the quality of their videos every single time they send them in our direction. And I will say, the main reason they're able to do that is with your feedback down in the comment section below, with what y'all are telling them on how they can improve. They've done a fantastic job in taking that and improving their videos. So please continue to leave your feedback down in the comment section below. And at the same time, there's going to be a link in the description of the video to join their Discord chat if you would like them to personally answer any fantasy basketball questions you have. Make sure you go join their group chat. And as always, make sure you're dropping a like on the channel. Make sure you are subscribing, especially if you are playing in a fantasy basketball league, as we have so much quality content coming your way soon. But that's it. Let's get into the video with Johnny and Garrett.
What's up, guys? This is Fantasy News and Brews. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Johnny.
How you guys doing today? So, as you can see, I actually broke my arm over the weekend, which is why we did not have a video or a podcast up. I told Johnny he wasn't looking that good. He slugged me in the arm, shattered it. I'm just kidding. But, yeah, that's kind of why we haven't been making videos, but we're right back at it. So, thanks for checking out the video today, and yeah.
Ready to get into it?
Well, let's hop right in.
All right. Also, before we start, huge shout out to the Fantasy Flock.
Always.
As always.
Mason is killing it. He's super knowledgeable, super awesome that he has us here.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Dose. Love these things. No sponsorship. Just love to drink them. Now that I'm on some pain meds, I can't drink, so I got the LaCroix as well.
I can still drink them.
Yeah, you still got the brews. So let's hop right in, man.
All right, so today we're going to do some buy lows and sell highs for you. Garrett, why don't you get started? Who do you have first?
Sweet. So first I have, and this is going to be kind of a, I don't know that a lot of people are going to agree with me on this one, but I think Clint Capella is a sell high right now.
He's been having an unreal production recently. He's
been absolutely killing it. He's been playing like anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes per game. His points have been pretty great. And I mean, these are the rebounds from his last 4 games. It's 15, 15, 26, 19, and we'll throw the fifth one in, 18. That is just an unreal amount of rebounds. And I mean, he's sitting there playing with Collins and some other... The Hawks are not a bad team, and I don't think he can keep this production up.
Mm-hmm.
And I really do think this is the perfect time to let him go.
Yeah. So who do you want to target with a guy like Clint Capella?
Okay, so if I'm getting rid of Capella, I would need a star back, because right now he's playing like a star. He's all over ESPN. Like, I've been seeing them post about it, and that's how you know like a player's going off. So for me, I would try to go. I really think that you could go for a guy like Brandon Ingram for Capella, just with the amount of points he's been putting up, and the fact that Ingram has been a little bit of a letdown so far. I think you could go for a Brandon Ingram. I think you could go for a Bam Adebayo. He's been pretty good this year. I mean, maybe a little bit of a letdown as well, but I think he'll pick it back up.
Yeah.
And then you could go for a solid guy like Vucevic. I mean, I just can't see Capella keeping up this high-level play, and those are all 3 guys that I think are going to they're going to have a better floor than Capella, and a similar ceiling. I mean...
Yeah, we've seen games from Brandon Ingram where he's put up 50, 60 fantasy points in the past. He had a hot start. He's actually going to be a buy low later in this video. But yeah, as far as Capella, I think if you go for a guy like Vucevic, if you want to stick to centers or something in that realm, Vucevic is one of the most consistent players in the league right now.
Yeah, I mean, great player. It doesn't matter if he loses a little bit of minutes. He'll
get you there.
He's always doing great. Give me one.
All right, so I got a sell high on Colin Sexton.
Okay.
So Colin Sexton, he's been unreal. I'm sure you've heard, single-handedly ruined the debut of the Nets.
And then beat him again.
And then beat him again. And Yeah, no, I think he's a sell high right now. His level of production is insane.
So you don't think he's going to keep it up? You don't think this is his path to stardom?
I don't think so. We got, Darius Garland's been out for a little while. He's been limited, and he's slow. His minutes are slowly increasing. He'll steal some of that production, some of that usage. So I think it might be time to sell high on Colin Sexton.
And you're going to actually touch on Garland a little bit, too, later as a buy low. So I'm taking that as you think that Sexton is going to be hurt by Garland, and Garland is just a good player coming back.
I think we're going to see more of the numbers from the beginning of the season, where
it was pretty split.
It was pretty split.
Okay, who would you trade or target Sexton for?
If I could get someone, I'm just looking at players with a similar production at the moment. If I get a guy like De'Aaron Fox, I'd be very happy with that. Also, maybe a guy like Fred VanVleet. Especially with Kyle Lowry kind of struggling at the moment.
Yeah.
So he's been solid. Maybe even Devin Booker as like a buy low. Hopefully he turns it around.
Yeah,
you take that risk.
Yeah, he hasn't been as hot as he usually is. So that'd be a great one. And
But another pivot, I guess, from Booker would be CP3, Chris Paul.
Any of the Suns.
Yeah,
give me any of the Suns for Sexton.
Those Suns guards, can't go wrong. So
no, they definitely have a higher floor. I think it's safe to say that. All of the players that you mentioned definitely have a significantly better floor than Sexton does.
Agreed.
And I think Sexton actually played past his ceiling.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to do that again.
He blew the roof off.
Yeah,
crazy.
Definitely.
All right, who you got?
So this one is kind of. It depends on your league and your league mates for this one, but I think Boogie. Boogie's been playing some amazing minutes. I mean, the past 3 games he's played 32, 29, 33 minutes. He one of the games he put up 28 points. Last game he put up 19 points. He's getting over 10 rebounds, but over 15 rebounds in 2 of them. I just don't think he's going to keep this up, especially because the only reason he was doing that was because Wood was out.
Yeah,
Wood is coming back relatively soon. And you cannot have Wood and Boogie on the floor at the same time. That would probably be the worst defensive duo in the league.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that, and I think that Houston knows that they can't do that.
For fantasy purposes, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because they would put up a ton of points.
And they would let a ton of points go.
Exactly.
No, there's no way that they're going to be able to play them both big minutes at the same time. So with Boogie, the only way he keeps this up is if Wood gets hurt or if he is a trade chip. And I could see them maybe moving him, but for fantasy purposes, you don't want to bank on that. You don't want to hold a guy hoping that he gets traded. So I think the best move is to flip him right now while he's on his hottest before Wood comes back, and then get a guy who has a way better floor,
Maybe you trade him to an unsuspecting fantasy owner who just box score watches and doesn't know that, he's doing this well because Christian Wood is out.
And I mean, Boogie's a big name.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins, best center in the league 3-4 years ago. They could easily think he's just turning it around. And I mean, he's even a guy where he was on your waiver wire for a while and you wanted him. But at this point, with Wood coming back, it's time to sell him. And here are some guys I would sell him for. This first one, not a lot of people might agree with me, but I would try to flip Boogie for Nurk. Let's be real here. Nurk is going to come back this season. Nurk is a great center when he's playing, and a lot of people are probably pretty frustrated that they're missing their top center right now. So maybe they would give you Nurk and if you have an IR spot especially, just put him on your IR and wait till he comes back, and then you have a great player that you got for someone that you probably picked up off of your waiver wire. I would do that because with Wood coming back again, his minutes are going to go down. And on the flip side, another Blazer I would do it for is Evan Turner. Or, I'm sorry, not Evan Turner. God, Ennis Cantor. Ennis Cantor I would do.
Please don't trade him for
Evan Turner's not on the Blazers. And I think that I'm having flashbacks of my terrible Blazer days a couple years ago. Not Evan Turner, but Ennis Cantor. Ennis Cantor has been playing pretty solid. I mean, last game he had a pretty good game. He's a decent center, especially if they're not in a blowout and they don't really care that Ennis Cantor can't play defense. He's going to put up some good stats, especially until Nurk can come back.
Great points per minute guy.
Yeah, so I think that if you can flip Boogie for one of those 2 Blazers, I think that puts you in a good spot, and I think your team needs to depend on which one you go for. If you're killing it and you're in first place, go for Nurk. If you're in need of points now and a win now, go for Cantor.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's kind of my analysis on that. And I have Turner written down, which is why I said Evan Turner, but I actually meant Miles Turner. I don't know that you'll be able to get Miles Turner for Boogie.
Be a stretch.
It'd be a stretch, but I kind of thought, hey, maybe trade another guy, like someone on our buy low or sell high, and just try to maybe do a twofer and add Boogie as like a sweetener and go get someone like Miles Turner or something like that. But yeah, he was just another option that I would kind of try to target if I could.
Mm-hmm. And maybe after a couple weeks, it's likely Boogie may end up on the waivers again, and then there you go, just sweep him back up.
Pick him right back up after he's getting
and flip him again.
8 minutes a game?
Yeah.
10 minutes a game? I mean, you're not going to be happy once Wood comes back, let's just say that.